Right, God bless you so much for this time with me here. I'm called Pastor Seth. Today we'll be discussing a topic about time and how to use your time profitably. Now, we all know that time is the measure of the beginning to the end. It's a duration set aside to perform an activity. Now, I am going to teach or going to speak on time and the purpose of time, the value of time. You know, time is not a respecter of persons. We live in time, but God lives out of time. In other words, God is not bounded by time, but we are bounded by time. So the Bible makes us to understand that David was always thinking about his time. He knew that time was short, and besides, he should use his time well. He gave birth to Solomon, and Solomon was also mindful of time. In fact, when you read Ecclesiastes chapter 3, Solomon described the times and the seasons we can find ourselves. Time to sow, the time to reap, the time to cry, the time to be happy, the time to be born, the time to die. He talked about times and its changes. And as a Christian, if you don't know how to manage your time, you will waste the most precious part of your life. Just take these principles and let's know. Now, time, every believer must be able to measure his time. I just thought of myself and I said, recently I was just a kid going to high school, went to senior high, and I'm at college, and I'm done. I realized I just got married and I have kids, and I realized that I'm not getting younger. Changes have started in my life. There I saw that if you want to be productive, you must manage your time very well. Time is not a respecter of persons. You can change everything, but time is still in progress. So a believer must invest in time. We are staying shortly on this earth. And if you are not a Christian, know that we have an eternity. When this body dies, we still have a place we are going as Christians. So one, we must invest in our time. The kind of things we study, the people we spend our time with, it is much valuable. Two, we must value our time. Three, we must also understand that time is a gift given by God to mankind. And if you don't use the gift well, you will be accountable for it. As a matter of fact, God is going to access how we use our time. So, we must use this precious time we have, of which we will never have it anymore in life. We must invest in it well. Remember, time is not your friend, so you must redeem it. Redeeming means making it your own. Don't spend all your time being depressed, being broken. Don't spend all your time quarreling. Don't spend all your time fighting aimless battles, because time is precious. Let's value time and make time a very precious thing in our life. If you have lost so many things in the past, time should recover it. So we have an aspect to play to redeem the time, because time is short. Another way to preserve time is to plan well. If you manage and plan your time well, you know how much time you have for the Word of God, how much time you have for your family, how much time you have for your job, how much time you have for your social life. You are organized and you can make good use of time. Now we have this crisis. Somebody might think, okay, we are indoors and I'm not going to do anything with my time. But a wise man will invest his time in doing extra work, studying, and making sure that he's improving himself. Do not waste time. Don't say tomorrow I'm going to do this, tomorrow I'm going to do this. No. Today is the time, and you must invest in time so that you can reap a profitable results. Plan your time, plan your day, manage your time, know where you spend your time, and that will bless you. And the third thing is establish or prioritize your activities. There are so many things that steals our time, and if you are not very conscious of your time and you don't manage your time, so many things will steal the joy of your time. There are so many people trying to snatch your time. They don't want to see you happy. Friends can take your time. Social media can steal your time, your quality time of profitability. In fact, there was a study that was done by some of the top universities in US, and the study proved that we spend 80% of our time being busy for nothing, but just 20% of people of our time is being used for our creative talent or creativeness. In other words, we spend more of our time in things that does not matter, in social media, in chatting, in doing so many things that does not make us productive. But a wise man will spend 80% of his time being productive and spend just 20% of his time on other things. In that case, you can manage and catch time. One thing you can pursue or make time valuable is following your passion. What drives you? What makes you crazy? What are you willing to die for? When you die for that cause, you are redeeming time. And be careful of the weapon of distraction, just as I told you. Ask yourself, does this person, does this opportunity deserve my time or not? There are some people we need to cancel them from our lives. There are some people we need to negate them from our life so that we can make good use of time. Remember that everybody needs your time. Everybody needs your time. Your wife needs your time. Your church needs your time. Your workplace needs your time. People are rushing for your time, and you have less time. Of course, you must spend your time with profitable people. A time which is relevant, a time that will give you results. That is where you should spend your time. Make a list of people who contribute to your life and invest your time with them. Spend time with mentors, spend time with people who can challenge you in life. And when you do that, you will redeem the time, you will manage your time. And the ninth one is you have to set boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself. There are some people who do not worth your time. I always say this. There are some friends who come to pollute the destiny, your time, they waste your life. Set priorities for yourself. You tell yourself, you don't need to be here at this time, you need to sleep at this time, you need to do this. When you do all these things, the Lord will help you to achieve it. Please do not focus on the past. Focus on the future. Do not waste your time because life is precious. This is a short thing I just want to discuss with you. This is Pastor Said, and I love you so much. I'll come your way once again. Subscribe to my channel and you'll be blessed. Thank you.